landing or first aircraft taking off. Taking off usually they don't do, landing only they do it, because they have a traditional way of greeting with water. Okay, so your fire engines would do that. So it's a water salute given for the aircraft, which is landing for the first time. Now, see, I have stressed it. I told you I've stressed it upon Indigo only because these are the business makers now. Okay, so founded 2005. It's an interglobe enterprises. Category would be Indian domestic sectors. Now they also have international sectors. Okay, they fly to Qatar, they fly to Dubai, they fly to Muscat. Okay, USP is on-time performance. What is their great strength is that they fly on time. There is no delay for Indigo aircraft. Not even a single minute delay happens. Okay, and they have the lowest price. Yes, target group lower middle class or middle class, so they don't have these business class. It's totally an economy class. Okay, since it's an regional thing, that's the reason the fare is also less. Now, what is Indigo's mission is that they always concentrate on the passenger safety. Okay, see, they feel that they should always, the people traveling with them should not have a tension of traveling. Okay, so they tend to keep the hassle-free travel. So what is the head office based in Gurgaon? Now, if you see, this is the line with the strategic plan of MOCA. Okay, Indigo always lines up with that. And in 2010 to 15, it was increasing its growth, but now it has increased its growth. Okay, now Indigo to go ahead with fleet expansion. Now it has already been expanded. As I told you, from Bangalore only, you have approximately around 100 to 102 flights departing. If you go to Delhi, it is tremendous, approximately 150 you have. So per day. So you should see how many staffs are heading up to that. Okay, so the president would be Mr. Aditya Ghosh, who is a Delhi president. So CEO of the company is Mr. Aditya Ghosh, and the head of the company is Mr. Rahul Bhatia. Okay, so that is not mentioned here, I guess. Okay, now Indigo is the only profit-making airline. I told you, every day it keep on increasing its profit. This is the competitors of Indigo. Okay, this is Mr. Aditya Ghosh, the first one, who's the CEO, the president of Indigo Airlines, and a very beautiful man. Okay, very friendly. Rahul Bhatia, MD. So he was the one who started the Indigo Airlines, Interglobe Aviations. Okay. Tagline for Indigo is the best low-cost airline in India, outstanding startup award. So when they came up with the startup only, they had a huge growth within a year. So, their business mind was skeptically awesome. So that is the reason they got these two awards. Now, advertisement strategies. You can see where does Indigo work up with? They work on magazines. They have social networking medias where they do the advertisements. They also have fashion shows which sponsors them. Okay, even if you see fashion shows, they sponsor some of the fashion shows, talent hunts, okay, year parties and all those things. See, this is the internal view of Indigo's aircraft. CSR policies is that they reach the CSR. CSR is the corporate social responsibility. Okay, they have the partnership with coherent partnership with the team. Okay, and they always think of their employees. They always think of their passengers too. So it is not only just the passengers. They also tend to take up with the employees. Now, Jetblue Airways is currently not there, but these were one of the blooming aircrafts 2 years prior. Okay, so it was started in commercial operations came up in 5th May 1993, and scheduled airline status was granted on 4th January. Now, the mission was, of course, low-cost passenger, high-quality customer service. So they always wanted a free food and things like that to happen. Okay, now competitors are these teams. Okay, this is the head. He is a Brazilian and American. Okay, he's the head of the Jet Airways. Okay, now tagline and all, you don't need to see that because it is all. I guess there are 2-3 slides which is repeated. So I'm going on top. Okay. Okay, and I have introduced some of the thing also, the SpiceJet, which was started in 9th February. So it's a private leasing company, okay, where the SpiceJet had started, but later on started to purchase. Now also the SpiceJet is using the leasing aircraft only. They do not have their own aircraft, okay. Compared to Indigo or Jet Airways, they do not have their own aircraft. So it was started by Mr. Modi, okay, Modi group of companies, okay. So, so these and all are the aircrafts which they have hired, okay, which they have leased. So that's the reason I'm not telling it. It is just for your reference, okay. Competitors would be this much. So these are the airlines which are the competitors, okay. These are some of the airlines explanation I have given, okay. You can just go through it. It's just for your notification. Then, okay, now I'll quickly move on to the on-time performance. Okay, on-time performance is something where monthly and what kind of percentage is being there. Okay, now if it comes to August is having 85.5, September 86.7, October 74.9. Now this is based on the old review. If you talk about 2022, now since the aircraft is very less, yes, there is a little more less, not less, your on-time performance is a little more because less aircrafts, your runways are free, you can depart on time and less passengers too. So, since the policies and procedures and process has been implemented too much, so there are a lot of things also coming up. Okay, now to sum up all of things, all of these are approximately around 112 slides, okay, together. First and foremost, you need to know that Indian aviation is having a high sector growth around the world. Okay, even if you talk about the Indian socio-economic development, also this plays a major role. If you talk about infrastructure, okay, yes, it is a challenge. It is a challenge, but people, the private sectors tend to, correct it by providing new terminals. Okay, but in the future, we know that since the technology increases, since the modern sciences are making up their ways, so there is chances for this terminals to be expanded, or a new terminal can be built up for the upcoming passengers. Next, the authorities, taking up the problems to them is a big pain. Okay, every day you need to be asking them, so can we do that, can we do this? So but the authorities take the initiatives because the major stress for them is that passengers need to be traveling free, that is hassle free traveling. They shouldn't have any sort of problems while they are traveling. So that is where the private sector thinks upon. Now if you talk about government, they rarely think of that, because they only tend to see that their process is going correct. Now if you talk about the authorities which the airline is having, they tend to see from the passenger's viewpoint as if, when I am traveling, I don't like doing this, right? I don't like waiting in a queue. So this is where the kiosk was implemented by the authorities, okay, where you could do your self check-in and you can go to the counters only to give your bags. So that is where the authorities started thinking upon, okay, and new technologies were developed. Yes, these and all were the challenges too, because at the time of their starting up, they didn't have any sort of they had a normal checking. They need to stand in the queue, they need to wait for the staff to give their boarding pass, staff to give their seats and all those things. But now there is a vibrant change where you can go to the machine called a kiosk, which is placed inside the aircraft, inside the airport, and directly go there and do the check-in, take your boarding pass, go to the counters just to place your bags, provided if you have your check-in badge. Only the handbag, move on to the gates. So it is a hassle-free, which and the passenger himself can select the seat. So this is all kind of things which, or new modernization, which the authorities, that is your AIs, or let's say the IATA, ICAO, has bought into action. So governments have a less role in it, provided if it is built by the government. Okay, if you're talking about the Kannur airport in Kerala, it is totally the government airport. So whatever procedures needs to be done, it should go via government. So it's a pain. Now, when it comes to a private sector, you need not to do that. You need to only inform the infrastructure change, whatever you're doing, or any sort of facility change, whatever you're doing to the Airport Authority of India. And then that could be done by your higher authority. So that is totally different. So your authorities play a major role in this. These are some of the references which I have taken. Okay, Times of India, Aviation Week, Space Technology. You have Google, where you can search up for your aircrafts and airlines and all those things, and of course with your slide shares, then with your Wikipedia. Now, I have not included some of these things in it because my old students have also given me some of these messages or things which they did as an assignment. Okay, so that's also been taken for you guys. So I have not put that in the reference because you guys need to be also doing an assignment, which I would be giving. That is later on. Now, that could be the end. Any queries? Any queries? All slept off?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Thank God. Any queries?
Ma'am, will you send the PDF, ma'am?
Ma'am, can we create a WhatsApp group so that we can ask you, you can share PPTs and all, ma'am?
Sure. If you want me to do that, I will do that. Or I will say, oh, yeah, you can do that. Or a mail also, I could. Okay, you do a WhatsApp. So, yeah, I can send you the PPT via WhatsApp or the PDF via WhatsApp.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, give me a number. I'll ping you so that I can create a group, ma'am.
Okay, 96200.
Just a second, ma'am. 96200
26448.
26448. 96200 26448.
Correct.
Okay, ma'am. I'll ping you.
Okay.
And
yeah, that's that. No, you won't get a call. I mean, provided you need to be calling on my WhatsApp.
okay, ma'am. Sure.
Okay, a normal call, you won't be getting it on that number because that's my WhatsApp
And
number.
from tomorrow, please try to do in MS Teams so that it gets recorded, ma'am, and we can see after class also, ma'am.
Okay, I hope
Because here we
Mohit,
don't have that option.
Mohit, you need to be helping me with that because all these recordings can be done by you, please. Yeah. Yeah, thank you so much because that is a little tough to concentrate for me. So if possible, you can just record the things so that they can do a revision on that.
And ma'am, one more question, ma'am. Like how to
Yeah, tell me.
prepare this subject, ma'am. Like we don't have any idea regarding this subject, so how to prepare this subject for examination purpose?
You want to know how your questions will be, or what exactly is your point?
Ma'am, like basically, like we don't have any idea, na, like what are the things to be done, like how to prepare for this examination for examination purpose and all.
Oh, okay. So I would be giving you, I told you I would be giving you a set of PDFs. Okay. Now, don't go deeply into any of the, don't download any of the PDFs, whatever your, whatever you see online. So don't go to that. Just read whatever I am giving you, because if you go searching for anything online, it would confuse you. So don't do
Okay,
that. Okay, don't do that. Any sort of books is fine, but provided you should be understanding that what you need to take in, what you need to exit out of your mind. Because since you have started this subject, I don't tell you to refer any of the textbooks also, because if you take up with any of the textbooks also, it is little tough. Okay, so I am just taking up the important ones for you and putting up. You could feel that the slides are more. Okay, but still, even if the slides are more, it is after 2 or 3 slides, I'm giving you a summary of every slide. So, if you didn't read the first 2 slides also, reading a summary is